Hello and welcome to the interface. This is Hari Kumar with the seventh episode of the incredibly mysterious life story of Prabhakara Siddha Yogi. For those who are not familiar with Prabhakara Siddha Yogi or those who have not listened to my previous episodes, let me introduce Prabhakara Siddha Yogi. He was a wandering saint or an avadhuta who is considered to be immortal by his devotees. Today, I am going to narrate the Mahasamadhi or death of Prabhakara Siddha Yogi. Now, you will be surprised. Just now I said he was an immortal, and I am contradicting myself by saying I am going to describe the Mahasamadhi or death of Prabhakara Siddha Yogi. How could they sync? In fact, they are not contradictory. In India, we believe that the body cannot be eternal. The body will wither away. These learned men, or those who were self-aware, those who were enlightened, they had siddhis. Like a snake sheds its skin, those people were able to change their bodies and transmigrate their soul into another body. So it means the soul is immortal and the body is mortal. The body cannot exist forever, but the soul can. These yogis, they knew a technique. They had perfected a technique by which they would transmigrate or enter into another healthy body. In Prabhakara Siddha Yogi's story, the body in which he was seen from 1940s to 1986, when he attained Mahasamadhi, belonged to a native of Tamil Nadu who accidentally died at Kovalam in near Thiruvananthapuram. It was said that the man was practicing yoga and got suffocated and died. Prabhakara Siddha Yogi, who happened to see it, tried to help him, but he couldn't save the man. And though these yogis can transmigrate their own soul into some other body, they cannot help another soul to re-enter their body. So Prabhakara Siddha Yogi entered that body of the native of Tamil Nadu. And because the body was very stout and healthy otherwise, and so he entered and he lived us in that form till 1986. It is widely believed that Prabhakara Siddha Yogi attained Mahasamadhi at a place named Puliparamala in Pathanamthitta district near Omalloor in 1986. This was told to me by his devotees, those who had heard about him, and even the local myths in the area all say the same thing. In 1986, December, it was, I'm not sure about the month. In 1986, before his Mahasamadhi, he sent letters, postcards to those who were his close devotees. He hinted that he is going to leave the body, and they all assembled at the place on the date. They were all worried because their guiding light won't be here anymore. There was their guru, whenever they fell into any trouble, to lead them out. That guiding spirit won't be available anymore. So everybody was worried. But he solaced them that he would be around, though he would change the body, which was a necessity for any soul which had taken a human body. So Prabhakara Siddha Yogi was finished his daily chores right in the morning, and he started meditating in lotus posture. Those who assembled there, some of them started singing divine songs, some were worried and some were sitting in meditation. After some time, they felt that there was a tremor or an earthquake, and it was as if the whole earth had just shaken. They knew that something had happened. They rushed to the place where Prabhakara Siddha Yogi was sitting, and they found that his soul has departed. And after a couple of days, the body was laid to Samadhi or buried, as is usual for yogis, because unlike normal human beings, Hindus won't cremate yogis. They would be buried in the sitting posture, and there would be special rites also, that is called Samadhi rites. There were some differences of opinion among his devotees, but after a couple of days the body was laid to Samadhi. This was what I have been told by his devotees. One very mysterious thing that happened during his Mahasamadhi was Prabhakara Siddha Yogi, as I told you, he was seen in the body of a Tamil Nadu native, and the body was very stout. He was not very tall, he was just around 5.25 feet height, but very muscular. And when his soul left his body, the whole body shrunk to around 1.5 feet. This was told to me by a journalist, T.G. Suresh Kumar, who worked for Kerala Kaumudi. He said the body was so short that the devotees could take it in their open palms. So even in his Mahasamadhi or death, he was totally intriguing, as he was usual. His divine acts are beyond our understanding. So that happened, and that was after a couple of days. Many of his devotees have seen him. Many of his devotees continue to meet him, they claim. Once, an astrologer from Chaganasheri in Kottayam district, Mr. Jayachandra Raj, he told me that he used to meet Prabhakara Siddha Yogi every month during the full moon day, and he used to consult with Prabhakara Siddha Yogi. And there is no reason to dismiss it as a lie, because many other people, many of the close devotees have also told me that they have witnessed Prabhakara Siddha Yogi. So he continued to, many believed that he continued to live among us in this world. And another thing happened in 2016. This was another mystery. In 2016 December, when I was reading a newspaper, I found that in the obituary column, a photo of somebody who looked similar to Prabhakara Siddha Yogi. And it was written that in the obituary note, Prabhakara Siddha Yogi, a well-known Avadhuta who had many disciples in Kerala, Tamil Nadu and many parts of the world, he attained Mahasamadhi. I was totally flabbergasted, surprised. How could this happen? Because everybody said Prabhakara Siddha Yogi attained Mahasamadhi in 1986. I had met around 30 devotees of Prabhakara Siddha Yogi, and many of them had first-hand information on him, many of them had met him, and a majority of them had told me that he had attained Mahasamadhi in 1986. Then how could he attain once again Mahasamadhi in 2016? So again I inquired, I asked many people. Then I got a reply that the man who passed away in Sankarankovil in Thirunelveli, and who was reported as Prabhakara Siddha Yogi by newspapers, was in fact one person named Rajendran, who was a very staunch devotee of Prabhakara Siddha Yogi. And a mysterious thing happened in his life. After the Mahasamadhi of Prabhakara Siddha Yogi in 1986, this man started evolving, both physically and spiritually, mentally, in every dimension he evolved, and he became a doppelganger of Prabhakara Siddha Yogi. As Englishmen call a spitting image, many people, he also did many mysterious acts. He gave information, or he called many people, and he told many people that he was Prabhakara Siddha Yogi himself. And many believed to be so. And he also did many miracles. And it was that person who attained Samadhi. It's a mysterious thing. How could a person change? Okay, we can understand if somebody evolves spiritually, who may not be inclined to spirituality. There have been many instances of people not inclined to spirituality, turning to spirituality and became holy men later in their life. But here, he became totally, his appearance itself became that of Prabhakara Siddha Yogi, and one couldn't differentiate him from Prabhakara Siddha Yogi. So, that was another miracle. Prabhakara Siddha Yogi, some believe that the body of Rajendran was the 17th body that was accepted by Prabhakara Siddha Yogi. And they believe that he will accept 21 or 22 bodies. And many more avatars of Prabhakara Siddha Yogi are in waiting. So this is the last wonderful act of Prabhakara Siddha Yogi. Now, I would like to wind up my series of videos with the story of the Samadhi of Prabhakara Siddha Yogi. There have been countless stories which I collected from many people, and I collected all those stories as part of writing a biography of Prabhakara Siddha Yogi, and I have finished. And when it goes to print, I would definitely put a video for all of you, and I request you to go through it when it gets published. So Prabhakara Siddha Yogi continues to live among us. That is what his devotees say. Every act of Prabhakara Siddha Yogi is a miracle. His life, his birth, and his death. Every act contains inexplicable, indescribable acts of miracles. That is for today. Meet you with the story of another mystic in the next video. Till then, goodbye.